everybody, welcome to episode 73 of How to Play Like a WoW Pro. Today, due to popular demand, I'm going to be playing the STB-1, which is a pretty good medium tank, probably one of, if not the best, tech tree mediums in the game. First, let's just quick over field mods. I'll try to keep it brief. Actually, just look at these field mods. I have a whole field mods video you can find. It's like an hour and a half long where I go over every single field mod in the game, and every tank from tier 8 to tier 10 and all their field mods. So if you want the explanation for why I picked those, then watch that. As for equipment on the STB, I really think that the standard equipment, vents, V-stab, and rammer is probably the best. You could replace vents for improved aiming unit. I think that's also really good. As for a second loadout, I think you still need the rammer and the V-stab. I think those two pieces of equipment are necessary on this tank. But for a second loadout, I think you could bring hardening, like I said, an aiming unit, or what am I thinking of? Turbo. Although I don't think that you need a turbo on the STB because its reverse speed is already extremely good. On my setup it's 25 without a turbo, which is very high. So without further ado, I think I'm just gonna pause and then get into the first game. And yeah, I had some terrible warm-up games where I just died to a hold-down chieftain, so I didn't include that. And I was not recording anyway because I was just warming up. Alright, see you in battle. Alright, so we got proc, North spawn. It's kind of getting ridiculous how many times I've featured this side of the map on my channel, but I guess that's what we got. So I'm going to do what I've done a million times before on this channel. I'm going to go to this position in the beginning next to this rock, shoot any heavies who are driving in like this, and I'm going to try to keep this rock between myself and this area over here, because that's where the TDs are usually at the start of the game, so you can be mostly safe from a lot of angles. Looking at their lineup, there's no artillery. This is tier 8, so this is really ideal. And I'm also looking at what heavy tanks they have. So they have an IS-4, an E-75, an IS-3, Skoda. Those are all tanks that I could potentially bleed in the beginning of the game. So the fact they have an E-75, for example, is really good because he's someone I can almost definitely farm. I'm going to overpeak a ton there, but I'm not going to do that again. It's way too risky to do that again. Everyone's going to be pre-aimed, so. Now I need to be a bit careful because the TDs are going to start getting into this area here. Nice fire. So it's not worth poking that anymore, to be honest. There's nothing to really shoot at anyways, so. I always shoot this down when I'm able to, because then you can play here and shoot up at the hill at the same time, while remaining close to over here so you can shoot guys who get lit there. But I'm rotating over here now to shoot the hill. This is where an aiming unit would be really nice, but I don't have that loadout currently. I'm gonna load AP. In terms of the ammo loadout on this tank, I wouldn't bring more than one HE because you can run out of shells pretty easily in this tank. And then secondly, you should have at least a few AP shells so you can shoot through buildings and whatnot. Alright, we might push the hill soon. We're definitely winning this game, so I want to play aggro if I can. I'm actually gonna go for one shot and then back down really quick. Alright, that works out. They're distracted over there. Sorry about the lag. I can't do anything about it. And it makes it kind of hard to play as well. But yeah, as you can see from this middle position, you can farm anybody who plays there if they get lit. Which doesn't happen often, but when you have like a light tank on the one line or someone in the bowl, then it can happen. It's even possible to spot it by yourself if they fire, if you're playing like right here where the IS-32 is. But I wouldn't rely on that. You have to get shot in order for them to get spotted. And even then, sometimes they don't. I'm tempted to poke this guy, to be honest. because I'm full HP. The game is almost over. I'm not gonna poke again, actually. But I did bait someone into firing, which is great. Went for a track. I missed it, but that's fine. The reason I can poke so aggro is because it's a tier 8 game. They don't have like 4k5s and whatnot. This guy's right there. Oh, never mind. I lied. I gotta focus on aiming real quick. Now it's just kind of cleanup. I'm just gonna play aggro mid. I'd like to farm this E75 if possible, but he's probably in the bushes, so I can't light him. I am 800 HP, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Nice track shot. E75 is basically dead. Let me just shoot at someone else to get more damage. Alright, I'm gonna go for some spotting right now. Everything's lit except their IS-4, so the IS-4 is almost certainly back there. I'm gonna jump into this middle dip because if I stay here, then this guy will be able to shoot me. But if I go into the middle dip, then neither side can. Actually, okay, I'm spotted, so I have to go. Yeah. I got all the spotting for that. That's great. Probably pen that shot. I want to get over here. Close enough to spot them while also being able to shoot the IS-3 if he pokes. I can't hit him though, so I'm not gonna bother actually. Just gonna go for spotting. I don't actually want to track this guy because I have spotting on him right now. And if I track him, then I don't get that spotting, I get tracking instead. And if you didn't know, for Mark of Excellence, it only counts the higher of the two. Tracking versus spotting damage, it only tracks the higher of the two. But this is a common play you can make on Proc. At the very end of the game when you're winning from the north and you've taken the east, you can just YOLO like this pretty often. This time I did it like this. But either way, you get into this area right here, underneath them, and you spot the guys in the bushes, and you get full spotting on them. So it's great. Pretty good game. The lag is making it kind of hard to aim, not gonna lie. It probably doesn't help the video quality either. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade my PC, but I don't know what the limiting factor is right now. If it's like my GPU, I'm guessing probably, but... Alright, we got 5k damage, 3k spotting, 4 kills. Pretty standard Proc game when you have a winning team. That's pretty much how it goes. Another thing to keep an eye on when you get Proc is how many light tanks they have, or your team has, and what they're doing, especially the light tanks on your team. Because if your light tank is in E1, the E1 bush, or is high up, or sorry, far up on the one line bushes, able to spot deep, then you kind of want to play in the middle where you have render on that and be ready for things to get spotted. But if you have no light tank spotting the one line at all, then it's usually better just to aim up at the hill and wait for spots there instead. Alright, so we got Abbey. From the other side, I love this map. Or at least it's pretty good. But from this side, I don't really like it. I have a couple options. I'm gonna bring my vent slot up because I want the better accuracy. I could go one line and just fight their heavies. I could take the mid. From there, you can shoot people who drive through here or who are playing here. Or I could push the 9 line, but that's kind of risky, so I'm not gonna do that. Looking at their lineup, they have a lot of... They don't have many heavies, but of their heavies, the AMX M4, he's actually a real big problem and he's going to be hard to fight. But there's 3 of these guys, 3 tier 9 heavies, which I can pen pretty easily with heat. Because this thing is pretty good heat pen, 330 I think. So my goal is going to be to outbrawl them. I could have brought my hardening loadout, but I don't really plan on getting close to them. I just plan on like sniping the top of their turret and whatnot. So when you take the 1-2 line, always pay attention to how many people are coming with you. I think we'll have enough, but if they play aggro, then might have to fall back. But also when you play 1-2 line, if you're in a tank that's relatively fast, you can come right here. I'll show you the spot. And just pre-aim this cross, and you get 1 or 2 free shots. It's pretty nice. I almost always miss the shot though. I don't know if I'm cursed, but you'll see. I almost always miss it. If anything even comes this way. But oh, I'm not. Notice how I'm not aiming here. I'm aiming here. That's because I need to give the game a little bit of time to spot them, and I also have to, more importantly, account for my reaction time. See, I told you, I always miss that shot every single time. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna wait just to see if someone pokes me. There he is. Okay, maybe I can't pen him as easily as I thought I could. They do have artillery, so I've got to watch out for that. Yeah, I'm gonna get safe from the arty. I might return to this position if they push up. In fact, I think I will. But I just wanted to get delit so the arty didn't focus on me and to encourage them to push up a little bit. I'm gonna bait like I'm poking to try to get him to overpeak. But it's not worth taking that trade. The STB has very bad hull armor. Even if I angle it a lot, he'll still pen me most of the time. That was a bad shot. Our Jager's gonna push him, so I can get some free damage here. Unfortunate bounce. Probably could have aimed it slightly better. I'm just gonna go on the open and shoot him now. It's really hard to aim with this ping. I don't want to take a hit from him ideally. Fortunately I did, but now I can put 2 more into him. Because this thing is amazing DPM. He's actually angling well. But I'm a gamer, so I hit his cupola. I'm not going to bother taking him out now. I'm safe here from the arty behind this massive mound, for the most part. The enemy has taken the mid and won it. It looks like this guy's retreating, so I think that this guy's actually alone here. So I want to take the mid now and start shooting them in the side if possible. And once I don't get any more shots on them, I want to push through maybe and find this 777. Okay, this guy came back. That's fine though. I think this guy's AFK. He was AFK. Already fired. I'm gonna watch out for the M4. He fired. I can get in another shot before he reloads. Alright, I still have my HP and we're clearly winning this game, so I'm just gonna trade some damage here. I just need to make sure to pen my shots. I think I aimed that correctly for the most part. I think that was kind of unlucky. Probably could have aimed for the top of his turret at that angle though. I know this is like a terrible trade for me, but I'm gonna take it anyway because this game is pretty close to being over and I think it's worth it. I don't want to die though, obviously. Because the rest of the damage I can probably just snipe to get it. And yeah. Since I can snipe, I'm not in any danger of dying. So being one shot doesn't really matter. I missed that, unfortunately. Is he gonna YOLO into the open? That's the question. No, he's coming back this way. I think I have to just hope he drives in the open. I don't think I get any damage otherwise. Alright, no more damage. Pretty happy with how I played that. Maybe could have aimed better on the 777. But besides that, I think I made the right choices. Also, one thing I see a lot of people not do is like boosting up on the edge of stuff just to get a little more elevation to get either a better shot or a shot at all. I don't see people do that a lot, but it's something to keep in mind. Didn't get to show it off though this game, but I think the most important thing to learn from this game, besides like the initial position, which is nice for getting a free shot, is when your team is winning by a lot and you're still full health, it's usually a good idea to just trade away your health and get out damage as quick as possible, even if it means taking really bad trades. Alright, so we got 4,500 damage, 100 spotting. Pretty good. This tank, to be honest, you're gonna miss quite a lot. It's just gonna happen because the gun fully aimed accuracy is not great. I'm gonna check what it is right now. It says 0.33. That sounds great, but honestly, it's kind of mediocre. Like my bat chat is 0.32, and I don't even have an aiming unit on it. So if that gives you any idea. Like it's fully aimed accuracy is well, actually I didn't have my vents loaded up. It's probably a little better than the bad chat, or this. It's a little better than the bad chat, but its bloom on the move is definitely better than the bad chat. But I'm talking about fully aimed accuracy here for the most part. In the STB, fully aimed accuracy is not great, and then it also only has AP and heat, no APCR, which makes sniping quite a bit harder. Getting weird bounces on tracks, stuff like that. This isn't one of my, I don't remember if I said this yet or not, but this isn't one of my best tanks. I'm still like good at it or whatever, but compared to the rest of my tanks, I feel like this is one of my weaker tanks. I'm not great at it because the suspension mechanic is just, it's really hard. I can hardly ever, I can't use it to its full effect because sometimes I'll just be trying to use it, but I'll reverse a little bit too quickly, so I exit the suspension mode, which gives you more gun depression, so then I don't have a shot. It's just really a pain to use. Alright, so here we got Outpost. I haven't played this map a ton, so I can't tell you for sure what the best idea is, but I think what I'm going to do is bring hardening, ask my team to take the hill. I'm actually going to platoon with this Progetto. Because if you get the hill, then this map is not bad at all. It's actually pretty good. You have great angles. They do have denial and an E3, but since the E3 is so slow, that's not something I have to worry about. Please don't cut me off, bro. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Whatever. Nobody is coming with me, so I'm not gonna do that actually. Instead, I'm just gonna come here and shoot anybody who tries to go up. But since the E4 fucking cock blocks the shit out of me, I'm not gonna get a shot probably. And they have 2 RD. That's something to keep in mind. Poking here for too long will result in you getting hit by RD. It's just a fact. Oh yes, the classical dog shit game mechanics. Yeah, here comes the RD. Did I mention that this tank takes a butt fuck ton of damage from RD? Yeah, terrible start, but honestly, that was my team's fault. The E4 is dumb, and I got screwed by RNG a little bit. As you can see, the E50M hit my cupola on the move, which, I mean, it does have great gun handling, but... Okay, unless this Foch keeps poking, I don't think there's any reason to actually stay here. So I'm going to look for one shot. I probably shouldn't even do that, because Artie could be aimed at us. Once they take the mid, the north is practically impossible to play, so I have to try to do something south in this situation. Ah, yes. More classical RNG. I did not even know that angle was real. So I had no fucking clue that was actually a thing. I might even die here. I'm in a terrible spot. Might have to just take the shot and go back up and hide. Because if he can shoot me in the back, it's a problem. Hopefully this EBR dies. I'm trying to think of what to do. I think I'm gonna try to get out of here. The spot is not great, and I'm not gonna get much use out of it anyway. The only reason I stayed there so long is to hope to hit this EBR, but he's not poking much anymore. Now I think what I'm gonna do is rotate over here because we're losing the north, and hopefully what I would like to do is shoot them as they push across this open field. The problem is they have the mid, so I can't escape from here once I commit. I can't just get some shots and then leave. I'm gonna stay here, get out as much damage as I can, and then probably die. That's probably what's gonna happen, so. I just need to try to put out as much damage as possible here. Oh, this guy can spot me. I thought I was behind a bush. And the fucking arty is aimed at me. This is gonna be a terrible game. But there's nothing I can really do about it. So I'm just getting focused by fucking everything. Yeah, I'm dead. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We're losing 15-0. They took the mid right away. This map is absolute dog shit if you can't win the middle. There's no options whatsoever. The middle makes it so that even if you get to this flank, which you can't really do because they shoot you, let's say you get there, then you have to win it, and then after you win it, now what do? You're stuck in the corner. You can't leave this way, you can't leave this way. You're just fucking stuck the rest of the game. It's terrible map design. This isn't really educational content, but I feel the need to say that this map is fucking garbage. Map design wise. They just did a terrible job. They picked the worst possible recon map to add to the game, which I don't know how that happened. They probably, you know those recon map surveys? They probably only took those surveys so they could figure out which map was the worst so that they could pick that one to put in the game. I think that's what happened. It's actually very stupid. But what should I have done differently? Honestly, it crossed my mind that since I'm gonna die here anyway, I should probably just stay back here and just wait for my whole team to die and then try to get out damage at the very end. But I don't think I would have gotten out that much more. I did learn a few things though this game. This bush doesn't work if they have mid. You can't use it double bushed, or else like you have such a small angle to work from. So it's better to just play hull down here. I didn't realize there was a hull down here. I would have got a lot more damage if I just stayed there, and I also would have been a little bit more arty safe. But yeah, I mean, it's just a terrible map. I really wish there's 3 map bans in the game so that I could ban Safe Haven, Pearl River, and Outpost. Those maps are absolute garbage. And just not fun to play, ever. Unless it's like a very weird situation. Alright, I'll probably do 2 more battles. That one was pretty bad, but it was a hard battle as well. It's pretty hard to get like 5k damage or even 4k damage out of matchmaking like that. I've never experimented with going south on that map, but I think from the other side it might work, but I don't know from this side, so I didn't try it, especially because there's 2 RDs, so if I pushed into a position where I can't advance any further, that I might just get stuck there, unable to do anything, and I just get constantly RD'd if I decide to peek, so that's why I didn't go south. It's unfortunate that our mediums didn't take the middle with me, because if we win the mid, then the game becomes so much easier. Alright, we got Cliff South Spawn. This is one of the maps where I think Turbo is actually nice, even on an STB. This map and Tundra, because you can go to this corner and shoot people crossing this early. I'm going to bring my vents loadout because I want the better accuracy. It's my primary loadout, to be honest. When thinking about whether to go to this corner or not, you have to look at the enemy composition. So first of all, this is a full tier 10 game, which makes things harder. But the most important thing is how many arties they have. They have one arty and it's a T92, which scares me. Which makes me think I don't want to go to this corner, but I first have to look at the rest of their composition. They have a ton of tank destroyers. None of those guys can contest me on this corner. They only have 3 mediums, so it's unlikely I'll get YOLO'd, especially since they're Leos. And so I am actually going to go to the corner in hopes that I can farm like their E100 or something. Crossing. We have lost the 1-2 though, so I need to be careful of getting poked from like here. Dude, I swear that... Okay, I gotta run instantly. I can't get pushed by this 277 in VZ. I might take some damage from the I7 for getting out. The quickest way to get out is to just go into this dip right here, because then you're mostly hull down. Not really in an STB though. Alright, we take one shot, unfortunately. That guy seems like a decent player. I would really like to take the hill, but it's not really possible with that I7 there and with people proxying. So instead I'm just going to chill for a second, try to get damage on the I7. They're winning the hill. The STB gun, like I've said before, it's really rough. How did he spot me? I guess I'm within range, so it makes sense. As long as I keep this bush or tree between me and him though, then he won't spot me. I think their I7 is a good player. There's really not much I can do in this situation, except chill. This 277 is going around potentially. Alright, finally we hit him, and he's tracked as well, and he's dead. That is huge. So right now, if I could take the 1-2, I would be tempted to, but the thing is their VZ and 277 are full HP, and they can still just cross like this and go kill me if I take that spot. And that spot won't even get me too much anyways. So I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna move up. Now that the I7's dead, I'm gonna go play the ramp. You have to be careful of getting shot through this little gap right here when you're playing the ramp. But besides that, you're relatively safe. Obviously you have to watch for RD2, but it's kind of a given. Oh, their Manticore is here. Fuck. I think I just need to play extremely passively. I can't try to make something happen right now. There's just nothing I can really do. I just need to wait. But what I'm worried about happening, and the reason why I'm trying to play aggressive, is because if they win the outside of the hill, which they should eventually, because they have the top of the hill, they'll just kill this Kron. Then they can take this position here, and then the ramp is like no longer really playable. It's really hard to play the ramp after that, so. The Manticore backed off though, so I'm gonna quick check if somebody's... Dude, I swear the STB gun is so fucking bad. And their Manticore instantly moved back to the bush after he got unlit, which is great. I can't do anything this game. I'm hoping our team will just grow a pair of balls and push out the 1-2, but I just highly doubt it. It's not even like we're losing that bad, it's just... There's nothing to do. Done one shot of damage. I would like to go on top of the hill, it's just this Manticore. It's just the Manticore. If he wasn't here, I would just drive up the hill, kill the 430U, then farm the VZ low. I don't know why our team isn't pushing out the 1-2. We have a huge advantage, but they just don't want to do it. I bet this mana core is still here. Oh, there he is. I have an idea. Okay, what I did there is I forced him. You can go like this, and this spot is relatively safe, and you can shoot up at people on the ramp. I forced him to overexpose to our TDs in the back, and so he died. And so now I can take the hill if this 277 doesn't overpeak. Hopefully no one on that corner. Alright, there's no one. Once I win the hill, hopefully I catch the 430U before he gets down into the dip and then he'll just proxy me. I'll take a hit for this if I have to, because winning the hill and killing this guy is very important. Alright, we got him. Good. Let's try to get safe from A5. I'm gonna use this hollow right here. I think they already fired. Which means I'm safe to farm for a little while. You can pen the top of his turret easily with heat from this angle, so that's what I was doing. Already fired, I think. Yeah, he missed. Alright, so looking at what's still alive, that Leo's gonna die. Or at least he's irrelevant unless he goes wide here. They have 2 unspotted stirves and that's it. So I'm gonna blind at their stirves a little bit. That's a hit. I'm loading heat because AP has a low chance of penning if I hit their front. That hit as well. That's a miss. I use the mechanic there for the gun depression to get an early shot onto him. Getting those early shots is really good because it means that now he can't push me. Their other serve was shooting at me from back there, as you could hear. I just need to stay safe from the 277 and the arty right now. At least for a bit until I get unlit. This Sturve has very little chance of being able to push me, and as you can tell, we're winning the 1-2. This guy's trying to run, get a free shot into him. I don't know exactly where their Leo went. I think what I'm going to do here is just poke and see if I can see something. Yeah, there's a Leo. Just going to make that shot count. I know I've blinded the Sturve in the back a few times. He might get spotted if our team pushes in too far. I just hit him again. The other Sturve crashed. That's unfortunate. I just hit him again. I just hit him again. Just hit him again. Just hit him again. Oh, look at that. We got 1500 damage. I'm gonna load AP and I'm gonna get in position to blind this arty out of render. The only shot I'll have is over there, so that's what I'm just gonna aim for. If he's in A1, then I don't think... I actually kinda do have a shot. Missed it though. Didn't realize you could see A1 from up here. Oh, it's out of shooting distance anyway. The shooting distance, if you didn't know in this game, is 720 meters. Any shells at all, even if it's a Jagdpanzer 100 shell, will disappear after 720 meters. So, the early game didn't feel like I played it very well, but also it was just a really, really bad situation. But thankfully, eventually we were able to take the hill, and from there, it's just free farm. Penned him for 1400 blind. It's pretty good. I think I bounced quite a few on him though. Let me see. 4 non-pens. That's kind of to be expected though, when you don't know exactly where the Sturv is or how he's angled. Alright, let's play one more. Hopefully it's a good one. Alright, very nice map. And great matchmaking as well. I'm gonna bring my vents loadout. I'm kind of thinking about dropping the hardening loadout, to be honest, because the fully aimed accuracy is just too bad to be using hardening, in my opinion. But I'm not sure yet. I don't know what else I would use. So I'm gonna break my vents loadout. This is encounter. I'm gonna go contest the hill because it's a tier 8 game and I can pen a lot of their heavies in the turret and just play hull down in general. There's no arty, which is great. I don't have to be worried about getting focused on the top of the hill or something. I'm gonna ask my team to come take the hill with me. A lot of the time I would want to take this lighthouse really early. The reason why I don't want to do that in this game is because the STB has like 30 or 40 side armor, which is terrible. So, it can't really side scrape at all. It'll just get overmatched. And another thing that I was gonna mention, but I didn't really have time. You can farm people in the beginning if your light tank does a little run. Or if their light tank goes to where the Leo 1 went, you can sometimes get some free damage on them. But if you're like in an E50M or something, it might be worth it just to ignore that damage and just go directly for the windmill, because the windmill is a really good farm position for tanks with some armor. I'm done farming low though. It's not worth going for any more shots. I want to help my team because they're contesting the windmill. I don't want to get too close to this guy in case he decides to... Ah, fuck. Should have hit that. Turned his shirt, threw me off. Should have aimed a little lower there. Just gonna farm this guy instead because I'm sick and tired of bouncing. He's safe now though, for the most part, so I'm gonna go for this guy instead. 57 heavy turret is really what you want to see in this kind of situation, so... That guy's kind of distracted. I gotta be careful of not getting shot on the side though. Alright, I'm gonna shoot the Lorraine because he's overexposing. I can get hit by the 268 right now, but I'm just kind of assuming he won't hit me. Thinking about poking this guy, but since he's low HP and the 268 will probably hit me, I'm not gonna do it. Ooh, an E75. Oh, come on, that's so unlucky. My shell went low. I aimed that bad, but I get the kill, or the shot anyways. Just snapped my cupola, I think. Not snapped, but penned it. This is like an ideal situation for the STB, by the way. I bounced him. Alright, that's the waffle spotted. I'm gonna shoot him now. Gotta be careful not to overpeak too much, but it's worth going for these shots, I think. That shot almost missed. Alright, I don't know how we haven't already won the game, but I'll take it. More farm for me. Nice. I can pen this guy's turret pretty easily. The 705A is gonna be a real fucking bitch to get out though. Unless our team just straight up YOLOs into him. I don't want to overpeak much more than this because then I can get shot from here and also back here. But I think I might risk it if my whole team goes in because the enemy team might be distracted. Something might get spotted in the back, so I gotta keep that in mind as well. It's kind of not where I aimed, but... a lot of their team is actually lit though, so... They don't actually have anything sniping besides the 268 and the Lorraine. Oh wait, they do. Never mind. Yeah, they have some stuff. Gotta be careful. I think I'm in the open for some of their snipers right now. I gotta get safe. This is bad. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Could get so much more damage still. Yeah, I'm gonna play safe now. I'm a one-shot. I have a Leo back there, a Lorraine, and the 268. I gotta be careful not to get shot from here, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a T100 or something there. I'm actually gonna come back to this corner here and poke this and check if somebody's there. I might be able to spot them. If it's a T100, I might not though. Oh, that's good. Unfortunately, he lost all his HP. Thought the T100 might be in that bush. He could still be, but I don't want to waste too much ammo because I'm kind of worried I'll run out of shells. Okay, I don't think they're gonna poke up here. So instead I'm gonna rotate over here and hope that our T95 spots someone back here. I'm kind of just waiting for an opportunity to pop up, but I'm definitely gonna be sniping for the most of the rest of this game. Here's my potential opportunity. They're probably safe though, to be honest. If you want wider and better shots, you can always come to this bush. This bush is really good when you have teammates spotting for you. We really need someone to go like that to that rock, or to take this dip here. No, I need to be penning these shots, man. I'm gonna focus right now if you guys don't mind, because are you kidding me, man? I knew he could do that too, so I backed up and he still fucking hit me. Man, this could have actually been like 11 or 12k damage. That so sucks, man. Fuck. And if I just penned him the first shot and aimed better, he would be dead, so he couldn't even shoot me back. I'm really, really sad that happened. This could have been a really insane game. If their E100 is still full health, I can defend this hill because there's no arty forever. So if anything tries to push into me, I get off like 2,000 damage before I die, so it's like an auto 10k if I don't get sniped in the cupola or something, but oh well, it happens, I guess. Shouldn't have lost all my HP right here. That was too aggressive. I saw that their whole team was spotted, or basically their whole team, and so I thought, okay, there's nothing down here. But then I looked at the minimap at where they were spotted, and there was actually still a lot of tanks down here. I just didn't think there was a lot of tanks down there because there weren't many tanks spotted there, like actually lit, so that was a mistake for sure. I lost a lot of HP for that. Still really good game. And I'm probably going to end it on that one because it's a pretty good game, so. Alright, we got like one blind shot, 8.8k damage, 2k blocked. This could have been such an insane game, man. Oh well. Alright, Thanks for watching. Let's take a look at the session real quick before we end it. 4.9k damage, 800 spotting. I'm really happy with that. Alright, goodbye everybody.